Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be pushing minnows. The setup is going to be a 12-foot rod with a 1 ounce bank sinker and then double drops. Pushing minnows on trees, but also just kind of covering water on some small flats. Going about 0.4 to 0.6 miles per hour. The wind's kicking up a little bit, may make it a little tough, but I think I'm going to get some for you guys. All right guys, out pushing minnows, running 4 rods. I got them spread out, a 1 ounce bank sinker on the bottom with double drops. I'm going to be pushing across some trees and some shallow flats, going about 0.4 to 0.6 miles per hour, seeing if we can't run across a few crappie. Trying a little something different. I've been trolling a lot, running a combo rig, having a lot of success with that, but I was going to try a little something different today. Here's one. Oh, that's a nice one. Yes, sir. He's also a feisty one. Nice slab right there. All right, I'm sitting in about 13 feet of water, and my baits are, oh, that's not a crappie. That's not a crappie. Let's see if we can't. We'll see if we can't figure something out. I believe this is going to be a big old catfish. That's definitely not a... All right, I just finished up with that catfish and this rod right here. The line is running like crazy, so let's see what it is. Stripe. Another crappie. That's what we're after. All right, so I've only got 1 rod baited up and in the water right now. Got a catfish, a stripe, and a nice slab crappie. So let's see if we can't get baited back up. It's neat. This one will keep. The other two, the double, I don't think will. I call these the old Mohawks. It's got the black stripe down the middle. What do you guys call them? Another one on. Oh. One of the doubles kept. Dragging bottom. Oh no. Well, I've only got one rod left out, so maybe it'll catch too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know these aren't giant crappie, but they sure do eat good. That was a tree limb rather than a fish. That one's a fish. And that one's a tree. This one's a fish. And that one's a tree. Oh no. Well, that's something nice. There's one. There's two. There's 3. Two more in the box. Get loaded up and go through it again. All right, moving to spot number 2. We picked up 13 keepers and probably 6 or 7 shorts at the first spot. Hopefully that bite will keep up. All right, we got to the second spot. We're gonna start by pushing over a couple of trees and then cover some water. Again, we're not gonna be going super fast, about 0.4 to 0.6. This wind's making it tough to get to where I want to go. Uh-oh. Bet you could never do that if you wanted to. He came off the first one and got hooked by the one on the bottom. It's like a trick shot. It's only the second one I've added to since the first spot, and we've been here about an hour. Well, a little over an hour. It looks like there's a boat where I was sort of heading, so I think I'm gonna, especially with this wind over here, I think I'm gonna move to another little spot. See if I can't get out of this wind. Gonna have me a honey bun and a sun drop on the way to the next spot. What's your go-to snack? Size we've been looking for. That's what we've been looking for. And it pushed me off this tree, but the last 2 that I caught on it were probably the best 2 of the day. So I'm gonna try to get back on it and hopefully there's a couple more. I've got, I think 1 minnow left in the bucket, and I'm at 20. I'm showing 24. I might be 1 off. I think I actually have 25, but the clicker's showing 24. Either way, it's a good day. There's a fish. This tree's in deeper water. It's in 16, 17 feet of water, and I'm dropping down about 14 feet of line. all the other ones I was catching was about 10 to 11 feet deep. So these are running a little bit deeper. All right, we did end up with our limit. We picked up the last 4 with a jig, showing you several different ways you can catch fish in the summer. Today we pushed minnows, and I got my limit with that. You can catch crappie all year. You can catch them in the summertime, you can catch them in the fall, you can catch them in the winter. So many people just key in on the spring, but you can catch crappie year round. Thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you've not yet, please subscribe to the channel.